All right, here I'm going to bed, but here's a clip from Grace's live stream about James Gunn, and it's just yes, there's so many questions from her live chat. Everyone seems confused and then fatigued, and then this is what she says about James Gunn going more comic booky, really leaning to the tights, and it might be the wrong time for this. I hope not. I'm not against that if it works, if it's good quality, but here she says.
Clarity, and there's a trickle of information instead of just saying, like, I think it would be better if James Gunn just said, okay, here's every actor that's in the DCU.
And let's be real, he's pretty much done everything that everyone speculated he's going to do, is keep his favorite characters. Or keep the characters he created. At least it might be good that way. I don't know. The downside... Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Even if he were to bring the characters that he didn't create, I do feel his personality, he would severely underserve them and people wouldn't be happy anyway. Even if he was to bring the characters that he didn't have a great deal in signing on or wasn't part of his vision, they would not have great storylines and people would be upset. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's all speculation because it's not going to happen because he's probably not going to use them at all. But even if he did, like, even if you beg and tweet at James Gunn, you should use this character. If he put them in the movie and he was just doing it just to do it without his in the Gunverse, which I still think sounds really cool, they would be severely underserved, so it's probably not worth it anyway, honestly. But yes, he's done pretty much everything that everyone thought he would say, and he's like, oh, you don't know that. Yeah, we kind of know. We kind of know. I will be shocked. I will be clapping like no one's business if he shocks us and actually does something with some of the characters that were in the universe before and really uses them and helps their story. Like, what if he brings Wonder Woman back and he makes an amazing story and it's the best Wonder Woman story and people stop talking about Wonder Woman 1? But that's not going to happen, probably.
The Snyderverse, right? And here's everyone that I'm keeping and not keeping. If you would just settle it. Like, I think they're wondering who's going to stay and who's not going to stay.
It is very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating wondering who's going to stay and who's going to go. And it is, I think people are confused. A lot of my friends that love Gunn, like, no, I understand. I get it. A lot of people don't get it. Just like, I'll admit I was wrong. I was saying superhero fatigue isn't a thing. It's bad superhero movies is the fatigue. I found out by talking to people this week and, even family members. No, it doesn't even matter if it's bad. It's just too samey. Everything seems the same. Nothing seems unique. People in general are just like over it. That's not me, but it's a lot of people.
Reboot, I would at least like a clean break. Because it would stop the drama, quite frankly. Hi, Doomed by Dooms. That's a funny name. Honey, we can't get a Lex Luthor casting until SAG settles their strike, which we'll talk about in a moment.
I'm excited to see who's Lex Luthor, for sure. I really am. I love villains, so really excited to see who they get.
Tony, I didn't see Daisy Jones in the 6, but that's off topic. Hi, Domenicon, Scott. We'll do shout-outs at the very end. Love is a muse. I would love for Poison Ivy to be in Swamp Thing. Bye, Logan. Great name for...
all right, I think that's the clip I wanted to show. Let me see if she has anything else to say.
Today's stream. Jessica Garcia says, as long as the movies are good. I agree with that. Although
this is the part I wanted to show. This is the part. Glad I kept going.
They also have to make a lot of money to warrant the budgets. They have to perform at the level that a DC movie would, because there's no other reason to have the franchise and to spend that kind of money on the films. Hey, Plastic Stud. Oh, what a great name.
Okay.
That's hilarious. That's very funny. I'm glad you could join today's chat. Ricardo Sanchez thinks Aquaman 2 will be great. I wish I had your faith.
I think it's going to be great. I can't wait. I watched the creator in IMAX, and the Aquaman 2 trailer played. It looked amazing in IMAX. That's all I'm saying.
Grace wouldn't Gunn be out if Zaslav sells next year. Not necessarily. It would be totally up to the new owners. It's what they wanted to do, quite frankly. Miles, I'm glad you made the live stream. So, James Gunn would have to obviously, hopefully, show some success metric.
Yeah.
And he'd have to share his ideas and pitch the new team to keep him. MP Gray says, James Gunn seems like he just wants to be a creative and not a suit. We need someone to regulate, not create. I couldn't agree more. That's what Peter Safran's supposed to be doing. But
Peter Safran, I was hoping to be more collaborative, but he seems to be collecting just a paycheck, honestly. Really? He's letting James Gunn do whatever he wants. Maybe he signed on just so maybe they would.
He wants to live and breathe DC.
No, I don't think he wants to do anything.
Taylor Lewis has got a membership today. So thankful. Do you think at this point Gunn is purposefully causing drama to get more chatter for his DC?
He just won't.
No,
he just can't help himself.
To protect himself. Just like it's James Gunn's DC, I think James Gunn wants to protect his image. So I think that, a lot of what you see is him wanting to not fire anybody, not to upset.
I just didn't hire them. I just didn't hire them. I didn't fire them. I didn't fire Superman. I didn't hire him.
Logan RDS, thank you for gifting a membership. And Simeo's okay says this is going to be way too confusing for general audiences. I think that's true.
Yes. It's not a crazy theory. It's until we see the proof in the pudding and the first trailer and the first few projects, it is way too confusing. And that's what when I was interviewing people, I wanted to find out this week, and a lot of them had concerns like, I'm out. It's just too much. Keep track of everything. It feels like homework. And even James Gunn said, if it feels like homework, screw it. Horrible response. He said that on X. If it feels like homework, screw it. DC as a whole feels like homework, so screw it, I guess.
I think the general audiences are getting superheroed out.
Yes.
I think there's no denying it. I think they really are.
There isn't any denying it anymore. I've experienced it myself. I just don't. There's going to be some outliers and some movies that really punch through it, but overall, the goodwill that these companies were riding on is done.
And I think that DC, like Marvel, is already making people sick. Like, I can't eat another bite of this stuff, right? Like, I will say that, like, if there was an upcoming show that people were excited about, one of the things that helps the show, maybe, is that, at least from what I've seen, it doesn't play like a superhero show.
Loki season 2.
Right? That's kind of interesting, maybe. And I think that Gunn makes superheroes even more superhero-y.
More superhero-y.
The spandex.
What do you think of that? He really is into the spandex. I kind of agree with that. I'm not against that, though, personally. I'm not against it. I just want to see more collaboration with other creators, and it's just the Gunn. So far, it just seems like the Gunn Show. And she said earlier in the stream that it just seems like Gunn's DCU, and it doesn't seem like DC. Now, some people said that about Snyder, the Snyderverse, but I don't know. It feels very Gunn Show.
And I think that people are going to be like, I'm so full and stuffed from Marvel, I just can't take any more of the stuff. I don't care how good it is. And I feel that's a problem.
All right, that's where I'll leave this quick little reaction and video and thoughts on the Grace live stream, which I'll probably do more of these. It's easy for me to do. This is not something I want to say. I want to say that I have no fears that the consumers will come back. I used to think it only was going to take a good comic book movie, but I don't even think that's good enough anymore. I'm very sad to say that, because I still love movies in general, but superhero movies, oh, I love superhero movies. I love science fiction, I love fantasy, but superhero movies, oh, wow. So to say that out loud is kind of really disappointing. They're never going to go away altogether. It's just, we were in a golden age of superhero movies, which I think we're past, and I don't know if it can be reclaimed, even if the quality is great, because they burned too many people. It was a trend. The trend is, it's not as cool as it used to be. The first stuff, you know, when it's the first stuff, they're actually going to get Thanos. It's going to shake the whole universe. That is an event. And the first time it happens, you know. Alright, that's my random thoughts. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next video.